Politics has opened up my mind to several things. From the time when I got involved in the politics activities, I was able to save some of the monies, and in those monies that I saved, I was able to open up a salon. And in this salon, I've been able to influence other girls who come to my salon. I talk to them because now at this stage, I don't fear talking to my fellow peers. It's easy for me to speak to them. I was opportune to attend a meeting from Powered Youth at the town council, and in the meeting, we were asked who would maybe inspire to be a youth advocate, and because of my inspirations, I had to come out as a youth advocate, and I was successful. I was elected as one of the youth advocates. Here in Bukwo, Politics is doing a lot of work. Politics is trying to eliminate or eradicate FGM practices and also sexual gender-based violence that is happening in our community here in Bukwo. It's advocating for the rights of the young people, amplifying their voices, making sure that the young people know their rights to sexual reproductive health. We have had several cross-border meetings about FGM, and we have had people from across Kenya who are surgeons, and also this side of Uganda who are surgeons, and also the survivors. We have had the community at large, and we have had several stories from the community members. Through these talks, we have been able to capture the challenges, and people have been able to say out loud their challenges as the community. Working as a youth advocate in Powered Youth, I've been opportune to have several meetings and several activities locally and also nationally and internationally. We had a Save Motherhood, also the women independence, and I learned a lot. Apart from that, I've also been opportune to attend a conference in Nairobi where we had the young people, and we're interacting with them, having a lot of conversations on how best we can influence our communities. From the time when I got involved in the politics activities, I was able to save some of the monies. I was able to open up a salon. I've been able to influence other girls who come to my salon. I talk to them because now at this stage, I don't fear talking to my fellow peers. It's easy for me to speak to them, and they hear me and they also respond. As I'm trying to plait their hairs, I tell them how they can prevent themselves from the different diseases from outside, how the behavioral change, and how they should look into focusing on their own health and knowing that they have a right to having the sexual reproductive health services. Like for example, I also tell them they should not fear to buy a condom when they're going out with their boyfriends. I also tell them you can have a boyfriend, but does not mean you have to have sex with that boyfriend. You have this right to say no to sex. Some of them do not go to school, and some of them go to school. Those who do not go to school are doing some small businesses, like one is selling a shop. The others are doing a business of roasting maize, selling tomatoes. So I tell them, let know that this information just end in you. Please, when you reach out there, when you're doing your business, try to integrate the things with your business. As customers come to buy this stuff, talk to them, talk to your peers. Even just around your home, you can still speak to your siblings. When you go to church or the mosque, speak to them about the things so that we can have a healthy society. And the other thing is, I've also been opportune to have positions in several community-based organizations. Like I am now a leader to Light Community Development Foundation as a project coordinator. And just of recent, we had outreaches where I was able to capture several challenges that are happening and gaps, and also trying to speak to the facility health workers, what is happening in the health facilities, how they're also helping the adolescent girls. Of recent, we had a meeting just with Power Tues at the district, and there I was able to speak out about the gap that was that came out during one of these outreaches. And one of them was the friendly corners at the facilities. Like in the general hospital, we have one but is not functioning. Firstly, we don't have a young person who is seated there. But during these meetings, I had to speak out loud until one of the doctors, who is called Dr. Satya, committed himself that he will bring that issue into board and they work on it. I want to appreciate our Power Tues and the partners. Thanks so much for coming to Bukwo and considering us, the young people, a lot and trying to amplify our voices. In fact, you've done a lot of impact to us as the youth in our communities. We still need you, especially this time that the road is getting done and so many of our young girls have gotten a relationship between them and the people who were constructing the road. And so now we're finding a challenge in teenage pregnancies and it is high. So we really need you people here. We need you so much so that at least we can bridge this gap between these girls in our communities.